What is a business expense? That's probably one of the most frequent questions that we're asked. And in fact, the tax court has been wrestling with that question for at least the last 6 decades. And there is some specific information that we have from the law and from the tax court. The IRS obviously will tell us their perspective on it, but what we're concerned about is what does the law and the tax court, whose job it is to interpret the law, what's their definition of what is a business expense? So let's start with section 162 of the tax code, which defines a business expense as anything that is, and again with the help of the tax court, it's anything that is ordinary, necessary, and reasonably related to the production of income. So if someone is operating with a profit motive, then they're in business. They're trying to make money. And the expenses that they incur in the process of trying to make money are those things that are business expenses. Now, understand a couple of things. Number one, you don't have to make money to be in the business to make money. In fact, there are many businesses that have never shown a profit. They file their taxes every year and show a loss, and there are no issues that result from that. And in fact, on average, a small business, one that's $10 million or less in gross revenue, is expected, according to the Department of Treasury's records, to lose an average of $100,000 a year. And so it's not a matter of making money every year, it's a matter of trying to make money. So when you're in the process of trying to make money or operating with a profit motive, any expense that you incur that's ordinary, necessary, and reasonably related to the production of income is a business expense. Let me give you a couple of examples that are and a couple of examples that aren't. So if I go to the grocery store and I purchase food that I'm going to eat in my home with myself and my family, that's not a business expense. And the tax court has identified that as one particular area that'll always be considered a personal, not a business expense. Now, let's say that I go to the grocery store, buy the same food, invite a bunch of potential clients, people that could refer to me, people that live in my neighborhood that have now a better understanding when they come to enjoy this meal at my house with me or my business associates or even with my family there. But that's a different purpose. Now I'm trying to get the word out. Now I'm trying to influence people. I'm trying to give them an opportunity to get to know me over a meal. And so the expenses that I've incurred, those are related to the production of income. Those two examples give you the difference in whether it is or isn't a business expense because it was the purpose that I was using the expense for as opposed to the expense itself. And that's the case with every expenditure that you incur. If there is something about it that is related to the production of income, then it's a business expense. If there's no reason that this would impact or could impact your business and its potential ability to make income, then it wouldn't be considered an expense. Now, something else to keep in mind. There are guidelines that the IRS provides, that some states provide, that many professional associations provide about what is and isn't. But in every case, what it comes down to is your objective. You're the business owner. You get to decide whether or not that is something that you believe will help your business to succeed as you move forward. And nobody else gets to tell you that. And the tax court is very clear about that. It's not anyone else's opinion. If you can articulate why you feel like this will help your business, then it's a business expense. And so incurring it is your prerogative, and claiming it as a deduction is also your prerogative, so long as you do it consistent with the laws that govern the expenses that we're talking about. Now, usually there are specific questions that come up. If those do for you, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We have a list of potential expenses that you can use for category labels. but there are also things that might help you to shape your understanding of what that is, and we can go into more detail with you on an individual basis. So please give us a call if you have any questions, and we'll be glad to help. Thanks.